everyone. Thanks so much for being here for today's lunch lesson live. Thanks so much for coming. If you are here, give me a little thumbs up or a little wave below. I'd love to know who is here. Tell me also if you are on the live, if you're coming in as it's happening, or if you're watching on the replay. Just say replay below. I'd love to know who comes in on the day of and who comes in later. So thanks so much for being here. Today's topic is Canva. So if you are looking to be more effective, use all the tricks on Canva, and to really help you save time and money on your posting strategy for social media, you definitely want to stick around for today's topic. So we're gonna talk all about it. Stay tuned. Thanks so much to everyone who voted. Every Tuesday I put out a little poll on the topics that are helpful to your business or that I think would be helpful, but I would love to know what you think would be helpful. So feel free to suggest topics. You can always suggest a topic below in the comments, or every Tuesday you can suggest a topic in that poll, or you can vote on the topics that I've suggested. I'd love to know what is prevalent, what questions you're having, where you're struggling with your marketing, and what's coming up for you in your business. So let's talk all about it. I would love to help. So this is for coaches, this is for entrepreneurs, mompreneurs, this is for really business owners who are looking to save time and money with Canva, right? Canva is such an invaluable tool. It has so many beautiful creative graphics. It's really a one-stop shopping, and really I think a must for every business owner. If you're at all looking to market your business, right, which all of us probably are, Canva is really just invaluable. It's such a helpful tool. So definitely stick around for all those tips. If you are new here, my name is Kristina and I'm a business coach. I've been helping businesses really for the last 10 years. Really over a decade I've been having a business of my own. I started my first little Etsy shop back in 2010. So really since then, right, I've been using social media to really help promote a business, right, and figuring out what works and really what doesn't, right, quite frankly. So it's taken a lot of years, right, for me to really fine-tune that process. My husband and I opened a little bike shop back in 2014, and we really, right, learned a really crash course in social media and marketing because we needed people into our doors, right? That cute little bike shop, coffee shop was really fun. We loved being a part of our community, our local community. If any of you are watching, right, just say Red Velvet Latte below. I miss it so much. That was one of our signature drinks. But anyway, we right after we sadly had to close that business, we learned so much, and what a blessing, right? It really was such an amazing journey and learning process. And I always think, you know, I wouldn't, if I hadn't had the bike shop, right, I wouldn't be here now. I wouldn't be able to help other businesses not make the same mistakes that we did, right? And I wouldn't have learned what I needed to know to help other businesses. So it really was such a blessing. And really, since we had to close our doors, I turned it into my mission, right? I feel like small businesses are a little bit taken advantage of in many local communities, right? I feel like if you are out there in the local community, you know, I don't think the Police Foundation is going to target. I don't think the Little League is going to target. I don't think the schools, quite frankly, are going to target. They are going to small businesses, right? And it's a great relationship. I think many small businesses want to help the local communities and in turn potentially get more views and more eyeballs to their business for that. But it's a little bit of a give and take, right? And sometimes it can be one-sided, unfortunately. So I just think I turned it into my mission, really, to help other small businesses not to have to close their doors and to be more effective online, right? There were so many lessons that we learned at the bike shop and lessons that I've learned since then. I've spent the last decade really fine-tuning that process, and it took me years, right, of trial and error, and I don't want you to have to waste all those years. I would love for you to just learn all the mistakes that I did so that you don't have to make them. So don't waste years in trial and error mode, right? Learn from those that have gone before you, so that you don't have to make those mistakes and you don't have to waste so much time and money, right? Really trying to learn everything that I had to learn on my own. So with that, right, let's talk about Canva. So I really wish Canva I think it was available. I didn't know about it when we were at the bike shop. I really wish we had utilized it. I think it would have made for, you know, much cuter posts, and, you know, I could have certainly used it to our advantage. But afterwards, right, I probably started using it in, I would say probably 2016, 2017, somewhere around there. So since then, really, that's probably 8 years I've been on Canva, and what a blessing it is, right? It has grown, and it is really from the get-go, it was designed for businesses and exactly this, to post on social media. It really makes your process so smooth and really such a time saver, right? So what I will say about the three, we're going to talk about 3 major tips that I think are the biggest tricks to Canva. So the first one for Canva, I would say, is to utilize their templates. So Canva has a gazillion, right? A gazillion templates. And if you are looking to, let's say you are a wellness coach and you are looking to, you're not really sure what to post, right? This is where the templates can really come in handy. You can search in the templates. You can just go right to templates at the top, I believe, or if you pick a size first, it'll give you all the templates in that size. So let's say you pick a Facebook post, it will give you all the templates in Facebook, and you can search. So I often will search for style and kind of envision, or really more of like a feel for what I want to post. So if you're like a wellness coach, you could even just type in like health or wellness. If you wanted to talk about like food tips, you could type in wellness food, and oh my gosh, a million templates will come up. So that's what's really helpful. If you're targeting moms, you could even just, you know, type in moms or babies or yoga or you know, any kind of view that you kind of want, right? If you are a lawyer, if you are a home decorator, right? Any of those things. If you are, if you have recipes, if you're a blogger, any of those ideas, right? You can type in what your kind of aesthetic is, or even just kind of what you're promoting, and it'll give you all kinds of topics. I've often even just done colors, right? Sometimes I'm not even sure what to post, and I'll just type in pink because I love a good pink post, right? So it is amazing. So it's great to kind of brainstorm what to post, but also it gives you a start, right? It is so much easier to start from a template and just pop in a color, change the text, show in your logo, you know, really make it your own. So that is what is so beautiful about Canva and Canva templates, is it gives you a place to start. I always say that is like 80% of the job, right? Is to find a template that works, and then you're 80% there. All you have to do is make it for your own business, and, you know, pop in some text or change it a little bit to meet your whatever needs or whatever business or whatever product or service you're trying to offer. So definitely check out templates, right? And I will often, I've often found that maybe the size, the thing that you're looking for is not in that specific size. So there's different levels of, right, if you have chosen a size and then search the templates, it will only give you the templates in that size. So sometimes I'll go back out and I will just search all of Canva. You can just like search all of Canva before picking a size, or before starting a new design. You can just search all of Canva for whatever you wanted to look for. So I've often found things that I like in like a giant poster size or in a presentation size, and then I will change the size to meet whatever social media post I wanted to make. So think about that too, that your template might be in a different format, right? It might be in a worksheet or a presentation or a Pinterest pin or a TikTok video, and then you can change the size to match wherever you want to post that same content. So the first tip is really templates. The second tip is really to resize, right? I kind of said that already, but I believe with the Pro, I don't think you can do it on the free version, but with the Pro version, which I think it's only $12 a month, it's totally worth it, you can resize any design. So again, if you choose a TikTok video, make it your own, then you can just resize it to be a square Instagram post. I think Instagram is kind of changing their sizes lately, but right, you can change it to a square, you can change it to a Facebook post, you can change it to and TikTok and Pinterest, those are really the same sizes, but they have a long pin and then they have a shorter pin. There are a million different sizes, right? So you could change any design into a different size and it'll resize everything for you, which is amazing, right? Usually you'll have to kind of tweak it here and there, but it's really great for repurposing. If you have a set of posts, right, that you've done for Facebook or Instagram, you could just resize them and post them on Pinterest, TikTok, LinkedIn, you know, wherever else you wanted to post. So I really think that is part of an overall strategy, that it is perfectly fine, I think, to post the same content to everywhere, right? You do not have the exact same audience on every platform. So I think it's important to repurpose and to frankly mimic the posts that you have everywhere you are present, because not everybody's seeing your posts and not the same audience is on every platform. So, and make your life easy, right? We don't have time to be coming up with different content for different platforms. Like you need to come up with content and then put it everywhere, right? So, and sure, some content does better on different platforms, but that's where you can kind of fine tune your process and figure out what works well, what does well on Instagram versus what does well on Facebook versus TikTok, you know, all of that. So, but you wouldn't be able to see that until you post the exact same thing on every platform. So that's really part of the, you know, kind of process to figure out what works. But again, you know, you want to just kind of, you know, put it all out there so that you can make sure your audience is seeing everything that you're doing. Okay, so we talked about templates, resizing to repurpose, you know, and post wherever you're on social media. And then the third one is really to animate. So I really think videos is, you know, many of you obviously have figured out videos are really the thing that people are watching, right? If you scroll, if you notice your own habits, you stop usually for a video, right? Or at least it catches your attention if something's moving or whatever. Sometimes we'll scroll, right? We might not stop for a photo, but if it's a video, we usually stop, or at least it catches our attention or something like that. So definitely animate is a really valuable tool on Canva. So if you're not, especially if you're not comfortable with having your face on social media quite yet, right, or doing reels or kind of live videos like this, certainly animating just a cute picture, you know, you could have your logo, you could even have a picture of yourself, but any post you can animate. So what's beautiful in Canva is you can, you know, start with the template, change the colors, add in your logo, it'll save your logo. And that's the other thing that I love about Canva, right? You can pop in your logo and whatever colors you have in your logo, it'll let you change other elements to those colors, right? So it's really easy to match and get your branding right and, you know, just make it really cute and pretty. So, but every element that you change the color or add in a text, you can animate. So you could just have, you know, cute kind of scrolling text come in. You could have your logo kind of floating in. You can have different elements kind of popping in, and it just draws interest to your post. So I just think videos, right, perform so much better everywhere, right? On Facebook, on Instagram, on TikTok, obviously you have to have a video. And on Pinterest too, I think. So play around with that, right? On Pinterest, I kind of play with static posts as well as video, because I think it's still kind of a static place. I think there's a lot of still images that do well on Pinterest, but play around with what works for your industry, right? And for your particular services and offers. But that's what I love about Canva. You can animate, and then you can, right, you could save it as a picture or save it as a video. So you have both that you can kind of play with and decide what you want to utilize it for. So those are kind of the 3 tips that I would definitely use that I think are most effective for Canva. Number 1 is finding a template, right? And helping you brainstorm what to post, right? You can think about a quote or something will pop up. If you just type in wellness, I mean, a million different posts will come up, and then that kind of gives you some ideas like, oh, I could use that, or maybe something that it'll suggest templates to you all the time. So you might see something that kind of sparks some creativity and sparks an idea for you for your particular business. So definitely check out the templates and search for different aesthetics, different feels. You could even just type in happy, right? Like a happy post or Monday post or Tuesday post or, something like tips or something like that. So definitely search the templates to find ideas for posts or at least a starting place. And then the second one is to resize. So they have a resize tool that you can pick once you've chosen or created a template or created a post. You can just resize it to wherever you want to post it. So if you start with an Instagram square, you can resize it to a TikTok video, you can resize it to a Pinterest pin. Just, really helps you kind of utilize all the tools in your toolbox, right? And repurpose all of your posts so that you can post it everywhere. So I really think, putting your posts wherever you can, I think allows for the most amount of people, obviously, to see your stuff. So that's definitely something you want to take advantage of. So then the third the third tip for Canva is to animate. So any post that you create on Canva, you can animate every single element. So that's what's so beautiful, right? You could go crazy and have everything, kind of fly in, or you could have it start with something and then just have some text kind of pop in here and there, or have your logo scroll across, or, whatever you kind of want to do, just to make it a little more intriguing, make it a little more interesting, and definitely videos perform best, I think, on really all platforms. So those are definitely my top 3 tips for Canva. If you have any questions on Canva, feel free to post below. I have also put together, like I said, over a decade of knowledge. I have put together this ultimate marketing guide. So it includes all of my tips for kind of all the social media platforms in kind of a checklist form, and Canva is included there because I think tools, to help make your life easier is so important. So they're all in checklist form. It's a printable guide. If that's something that interests you, that would be easy and helpful to you for kind of overall marketing strategies, then definitely say printable below, and I'll definitely send you the link to that. It's just a really helpful guide, like in checklist form. So you just, each day you could focus on a new platform, like have I done this, and this, or, every week you could focus on a different kind of platform or a different tool or a different strategy for kind of an overall marketing plan. So if you're interested in that, just say printable below. And overall, right, if you are feeling stuck in your business, if you feel like you are not getting the leads that you want and not making sales, right? If you're feeling stuck and you don't feel like social media is working at all, here's what I have found, right? Over the last 10 years, I really discovered, and it's a hard lesson, right? Because I feel like we try to do what we've been told. We try to continue our process thinking eventually it'll work out, right? And I was there, right? I was in that mode for many years. But what I continue to learn is that posting alone is just not an effective strategy, right? You have to post, obviously, because you want to be seen, and it's a free tool. All of social media platforms are a free tool for businesses, and you want to be present, but it's almost like a placeholder, right? It is not necessarily where you're going to get sales, right? It's really hard, I think, to get people to click, number one, and really hard for people to warm up to your idea, because they're getting thrown, right, everything. They're scrolling, they might like, and they're gone, right? Notice your own habits. You're scrolling, very rarely do you click, especially on, Instagram. Very rarely probably do you go to their profile and actually click on that link in bio. On Facebook, you might be more inclined to click because things are clickable, but it's still clunky, right? It's hard. It's not a smooth interface to go from Facebook to off Facebook. It's just hard to get people to, I think, do anything for your business on social media. So it really takes an overall strategy, right? We want to get everything automated. We want to use Canva, make things quick and easy so that our posting is not our entire strategy. I don't want you to spend your entire day thinking about content, posting about content. You should be working on your business, right? You should be working on warming up leads, getting on calls, and closing sales. That's really the goal as a coach. You don't want to be focused on all your posting, right? Posting, unfortunately, is not enough of a strategy. Posting alone is not a strategy. So if you're really looking for a larger plan, if you're looking for a more effective plan, I would love to help, right? let's talk. We can schedule a call, talk about your social media strategies, and I can offer some free ideas. And then we can talk about what it would look like to work together. I offer one-on-one coaching to really get you over that hump. I think every business is so specific and unique that it really takes, I think, a bird's eye view as well as really fine tune to have outside view of your business, right? We can be so deep in the weeds in our own business. It's really hard for us to think about what an overall strategy, or kind of back up and really see, okay, what's the main goal here, right? Sometimes it really just takes, I think, an outside view and an expert opinion, right? Someone who's spent decades working on this strategy. I don't want you to have to waste so many years in this trial and error trying to figure it out alone for your business. That one-on-one help, I think, is really valuable. It really is specific and customized to your particular business, and it really takes someone to see what you've already tried, right? To look at, okay, here's what you've got. Let's start from where you're at, right? Let's start with what you've built and then build more effective strategies from there. I really think it takes, an outside view to be able to do that. So if that's something at all that you're interested, feel free to say strategy below. I would love to set up a call and chat more with you to really get you over that hump, right? To get you to where your goals, to really get you more clients and to get you to close sales, right? That's really the goal. Especially if you have created a Facebook group, right? I am a big believer in Facebook groups, much like this one. Thanks so much for being here. And if you are looking to get 5 to 10 qualified leads into your Facebook group every single day, this method of mine really works. So definitely, if that's something that interests you, just say strategy below and we can talk more all about that. So let me know, and I always say too, what is your plan if we don't talk, right? I think sometimes that's the scarier thing, is to think about what is my plan if I don't get help, right, with this. If you're feeling stuck and you don't know what to do, is it more scary to take that leap of faith, or is it more scary to just stay where you are and stay stuck, right? I think those can be really scary but really valuable questions to kind of ask yourself. So definitely, if you are utilizing Canva, I would love to know what was helpful today. Or if you have more questions, just feel free to comment below and I'd love to talk more. Thanks so much for watching. We'll see you.